was the universe created? As we said before, humans' intelligence is proven by the desire to know the origin of anything, tiny or huge. At first they want to know where their cups come from, then where their people, their country come from, and then where continents come from. And on the way to find the answers to the questions, they start to raise a big question. Where does the universe come from? Only brilliant ones raise this issue. Why is that so? Because normally, we are always busy with worldly things like food, clothes, money, bank interest rate, stock, USD rate exchange, gold price. Our mind is nearly 100% occupied with those trivial things. So, if there is a person who wonders how the universe was formed, then she must be beyond normal things and has supreme intelligence, and she must understand the universe in part. As ordinary people, we are unable to raise such a question. However, if we follow Buddhism, understand the law of cause and effect, the realms we may be born into, our lives, the conducts of Buddhas, our mind will be open gradually. This way, we will be beyond trivial things in life and surpass ourselves to become wise and valuable people. We will care about the universe and start to wonder its source like intelligent people. Buddhists often have this question, and hence they must be intelligent to ask so. Please note that only man can ask so, other species cannot. The highest level of humans' intelligence demonstrates when they ask about the origin of the universe. However, such intelligence is considered stupidity when comparing with saints. Our wonder denotes our intelligence when compared with animals, but stupidity when comparing with saints, because saints know that things do not have the beginning as well as their end. So what make we think we are intelligent is stupid. Master Longdo said in Madhyamika Sastra, a middle path, nothing has its beginning and its end. His saying was a challenge to everyone in many years. Although people go through his explanations and proofs, they still cannot understand. So, his work, Madhyamika Sastra, is a big challenge about Abhidhamma in Buddhism. Master Longdo had outstanding wisdom when he said, nothing has its beginning and its end. Usually, we think that a rice tree comes from a grain of rice. Nonetheless, it is not true according to Master Longdo. He explained, a grain of rice produces a rice tree, and in turn, this rice tree will produce another grain of rice. Clearly, the rice tree and the grain of rice have a causal relationship, and we cannot identify which one starts first. If one is from another, then it must exist first. Now, we ourselves cannot say which one, the rice tree or the grain of rice, exists first. Was still confused with his explanation. So, we have to understand it in another way. Formerly, when science had not yet developed, people didn't accept that a rice tree is produced by a grain of rice. This case is called no arrival. That means a rice tree is not inherently available in a grain of rice. And there is no rice tree attached to a grain of rice then grows. This case is called no return. A rice tree is neither from anywhere outside nor anywhere inside the grain of rice. It has no birth, no death, no start and no end. Today, the state of no start and no end is acknowledged by science. According to the law of conservation of energy, energy cannot be created or destroyed, but only changed from one form into another or transferred from one object to another. We can expand this law by saying, a thing cannot be created or destroyed, but only turned into another. You see, the principle of no start and no end of Master Longdo is similar to the law of conservation of energy in science. However, in the time of Master Longdo, Because of limitations of scientific knowledge and languages, people couldn't understand his explanations for his principle of no start and no end, and perhaps, the more they tried to understand his saying, the more they didn't understand anything about it. Another example is when someone said he went to the field. Master Longbo then proved that that person went nowhere. It was tough to understand. So, Madhyamika Sastra is a great challenge to us, but when we understand it we will feel interested. Everything is relative, and thus you should not think you go, or you don't go, because all is about the distance. His reason is brilliant, and for that reason, he showed that nothing in this life has its beginning and its end. So, according to this reason, questioning about the origin of something is a mistake, but it is at a low level of human wisdom. This is about reason. Buddha and Arhats didn't explain the existence of something based on reasons but their enlightenment. While Master Longbo tried to account for the truth of no start and no end through Madhyamika Sastra. However, thousands of years have passed, few understand it, and some even misunderstand. The principle of no start and no end must be recognized through enlightenment, meaning only Buddhas, Bodhisattvas and Arhat comprehend it. And that comprehension cannot be expressed in words. However, luckily, nowadays, with the advancement of science, we have many means to prove that the universe has neither its beginning nor its end.